plants, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna do a very quick video about my orchid that I had for about half a year, which is my Bulbophylum lepidum. Here it is. So I got this orchid from Wichmann nursery in Germany at the beginning of July of 2020. So when it arrived, it came into quite a small, in a small pot, but it had quite a few bulbs, this orchid. So it seemed quite healthy. It had quite a good root system as well, and I was basically looking at all the videos how to take care of these orchids and what they like and how they grow and stuff, and I noticed that a lot of people grow them in these kind of shallow pots because they like to spread and the rhizomes can be quite long, so the bulbs that are growing in between are quite far away from each other, so they need a bit of space to be able to spread out. But their root system likes to just grow just below the surface, so they don't go too deep into the media. So it took me a long time to find a shallow pot, I have to say, and well, I finally got it. This is just basically a food container, and I made loads of holes, as you can see here and also at the bottom as well, to give it as much air as possible, and yeah, potted it up. I actually had a bit of trouble potting it up because all the pseudobulbs are all over the place. One could be very high up, another one will be just literally buried in the media. I actually had a pseudobulb just hanging in the air on this side, but a few days ago I could see that the leaf is actually yellowing, so I thought maybe I should take it off, and as I picked it up, it just separated itself from the plant. But yeah, you can see this plant is almost kind of just laying on its side rather than being upright, and that is because I was just trying to get as many pseudobulbs as possible at the surface of the media, because if I potted it upright, then this whole side of the plant would be just hanging in the air. So I kind of just laid it on the side, and still, I mean, as you can see, like for example, this pseudobulb is pretty much buried in the media, so I tried to just basically dig a hole in here to give it as much air as possible, whereas other bulbs are pretty much okay. It's very vigorous. It growed, I think, 5 growths. So this is new, and this one here, this one with 2 leaves at the back, this one is new as well. Let me see, that one is new, and I think that's it. The bulbs are still forming on some of these growths, so they're not fully matured yet. Some of these stolons are really, really small, and they actually just started pushing out the roots. I will try and do some separate footage with close-ups so I can show you what I mean. Some of them are pushing the roots out quite nicely, so yeah, it's looking really healthy and really good. Yeah, so most of these pseudobulbs have 1 leaf, but I've got a couple that have 2 leaves, so it's got 1 big leaf, and then it's got this tiny leaf next to it, so just coming from the same pseudobulb, like that. And I've got another one, which is a new one right here as well, so it's got 1 big leaf, this one there, and then it's got this tiny leaf coming out as well. So my interpretation would be that it's probably got quite a lot of energy now to pushing out 2 leaves. So I'm hoping for flowers hopefully in the summer. The flowers are really beautiful. They are kind of red, kind of dark pink red color, and the way they're laid out, it almost looks like half a daisy. So yeah, very beautiful flowers. Unfortunately, they might stink. So, as most of bulbophylums, to be honest, they most of the time they stink. So yeah, we'll see what the smell is like, if it will be overpowering. How I care for this. So this is an orchid mix. It's quite water retentive mix. I basically just got it at a garden center, and so it's got bark, it's got ceramis. I think there is even soil in here, which I'm not too keen on, and I've actually repotted most of my plants that had this mix because it seems just too fine for orchids. But this bulbophylum seemed to really like moisture, so I try not to let this pot to dry out at all. I try to keep it quite moist. I am fertilizing this basically throughout the year as well. As I said, you know, these new growths are still maturing, so I don't want to cut the food on the plant which is still growing. So I'm still giving it food. I'm giving it, you know, I'm watering it regularly. I'm not cutting off any water either, and it seems to be working so far. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you've got this plant as well, and what's your experience with it. How long have you had it for? Has it flowered for you? Is it vigorous as well, or is it struggling? I'm quite interested to know how other people are growing this plant in different environments, in different climates, and you know, have you got the same, you know, do you agree with what I'm saying, you know, like loving water and fertilizing it all year round? Do you feel like it's doing the same for you, or have you got other notes? I would be really interested to know. So yeah, leave a comment below, and we can have a chat. And I hope you have a great day today, and enjoy growing your orchids. Thank you, bye!